If you are feeling tight and you need a full body routine, look no further because here is a quick and easy stretching routine that you can do in a very short amount of time. The one thing I do want you to promise to me is if you don't have the time right now, save it for later, come back to it and perform the whole routine at once and let me know how you feel after in the comments. But other than that, let's get started.
With a hip flexor stretch to a hamstring stretch. I'm going to count this as 2 stretches because it's a combo move. We'll start off in a half kneeling position, which just means one knee on the ground, one leg out in front. I like it to be around 90 degrees with the knee. If it's more, then you have to be a little bit more flexible. If you're not as flexible, bring that foot in just a little bit. But one leg out in front. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to shift forward, getting a good stretch on our hip flexor. Arms come overhead, lean back slightly, and then we're going to drop our hip back, straighten this front leg out, sink down, getting a hamstring stretch. This front leg can be slightly bent, it can be straight. Everyone's going to be different. Find what works best for you. Because this counts for 2, we're going to do 10 reps on each side. Nice good rhythm here, not too fast, nice, not too slow. And we'll do 10 on the left. We'll do 10 on the right. Let's go. And try to keep everything pointing in one direction. So when we're doing our hip flexor stretch, try to keep our hips, our shoulders, and our head pointing forward. Don't let anything open up too much. Here we go. Good. 1. Good. 2. 3. Good. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Whoa. 10. I got a little unbalanced on that last one. Let's do 10 on the other side. Here we go. Shift forward, arms overhead. Sink back, hips back. Strain that front leg out. Good. 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. 20 reps total, 10 reps on each side, hip flexor stretch to a hamstring stretch. That counted for 2, so let's go to number 3, and that is going to be a half kneeling T-spine windmill. Need a wall for this. If you don't have a wall, I'll give you an alternative. But what we're going to do is you're going to take one leg, the inside leg, place it out in front just like we were, so half kneeling, one leg on the ground, one leg out in front, so that front leg is going to be closest to the wall. The closer you get to the wall, the tougher it's going to be. So if you struggle with this, or you know that you're limited in T-spine rotation, then just back off the wall a little bit. Both arms out in front, and then you're going to take one hand, the one closest to the wall, place it on the wall, and then you're going to make a big arc with that hand. So drag that hand on the wall, start turning your palm towards the wall when you get to the top, and then we're going to look and rotate all the way. Again, if this is too tough for you, back off the wall, just like this. A lot easier. If this is even tough for you, ditch the wall, arms out in front, and just rotate. We're gonna do 5 reps here. Again, about like a 4 to 5 count all the way to the other side. And let's do it. So 5 reps on each side. So again, closest leg, the wall, the leg and the wall that are next to each other. That one's out in front. Arms out in front. Closest hand to the wall. Let's make that big arc. Look at your hand. That will help you rotate. And then let's bring it back. Let's make that nice big arc. Good. 1. Good. 2. Good. 3. I'm going to challenge myself a little bit, get a little bit closer to the wall. Let's do 4. A lot tougher. Good. 4. Let's go into our last one. Awesome. I'm going to turn my back to you guys, and we're going to hit the other side. Let's get started. One hand on the wall, big arc. Good. 1. Good. 2. Good. 3. Good. 4. Last one. Nice and tall arc. All right. 5 reps. T-spine, windmill, half kneeling. Let's finish it up with just a nice light trap stretch. We're going to be seated. Grab my timer here. You can be kneeling, you can be cross-legged, it doesn't matter. One hand behind the back. Pull that shoulder down and back so your shoulder's away from your ear. Take one hand, place it on the other side of your head and just slightly tug. Think like you're trying to bring your ear down to your shoulder. We're going to just shoot for 30 seconds here. Breathe through it. Don't pull too hard. Very sensitive, the neck. And let's get it started. 30 seconds on each side. Again, for me, I feel a nice little stretch here. Any more might just be a little too uncomfortable. So find kind of that perfect spot where it just stretches, just a little bit, but it's not too uncomfortable. Five more seconds. Good, switch it up. Same thing on the other side. We'll go maybe 5 more seconds after you hear the beep. So don't stop when you hear the beep. We'll hold it for 5 more seconds. Good. Keep holding it. Don't stop. 2, 1. All right. 30 seconds total. Neck stretch, the trap. And that's it for the mobility exercise and stretches. But we always finish it up with a strengthener, a stability exercise to kind of tie everything together. This week, we're going to work on shoulder taps. Shoulder taps really good for just core. It's going to also be really good for the shoulder. And another thing about the core, it's not just working the front, we're working on some rotational stuff too, because we're going to be tapping each shoulder with one hand, which means one hand's off the ground. It's going to make us try to rotate. So let's get set up here. All right. I'm going to show you the version on your knees. So imagine doing knee push-ups. Hips are close to the ground, or you're squeezing the glutes from the side. It will look like this. Don't do this. Do this. And then from here, we're going to lift one hand up and touch the opposite shoulder without rotating. So when we're lifting up that hand to tap the shoulder, what I want you to do is keep the core nice and tight, keep the butt nice and tight, push away from the floor, and that's what it looks like. I don't want to see this, don't want to see this. Very steady with all the movements. If that's too easy for you, you're like, Joe, I'm stronger than that. Push-up position, legs wide, and then shoulder taps. Closer the feet, the tougher it is. Find the version that works for you, but this is gonna help tie everything together. You need some strength to make the flexibility and mobility last. So let's go for it. I'm gonna shoot for just knees on the ground today. Again, keys here, squeeze butt, push away from the floor, try not to rotate. Don't hold your breath either. Let's go, 10 reps on each side. Okay, good, here we go. So let's tap. 1, 2, 2, 3, nice and slow, 3, don't rotate, 4, good, 4, 5, push away from the floor, 6, 7, almost there, 8, good, 8, 9, last one, 10, and 10.